Roller coaster launches explained. Some modern day roller coasters have adopted an alternative way of providing energy to the trains of the ride. Instead of using a conventional chain lift, many rides feature a launch which accelerates riders to a high velocity. This is often seen as a more exciting and thrilling method of energy transfer, as guests endure high levels of G-force. There are currently a variety of methods used to launch riders of a roller coaster. As with many areas of technology, new, more efficient and reliable methods have pushed out older approaches. Two well-known and utilised technologies are linear induction motors and linear synchronous motors, often known as LSMs and LSMs. Both of these methods use electromagnets to accelerate the trains of the ride. A wide range of roller coaster manufacturers implement linear motor technology into their attractions. On both roller coasters featuring LIM and LSM launches, pairs of electromagnetic fins can be found along the launch straight. A small gap is left in between the two fins, allowing for a third fin, found on the train, to run in the middle. For LIM systems, a current is applied to the pair of fins, creating a magnetic field. The fin located on the train moves in between the pairs, thus entering the magnetic field. The moving plate of metal creates a current, known as an eddy current. This current, in turn, creates a second magnetic field which opposes the original field. As a result, the fins on the train are forced away from the pairs, causing riders to accelerate down the track. For LSM systems, the fins connected to the train are permanent magnets. The magnetic field generated by the current in the fin pairs must correspond to that of the permanent magnets. As the magnet approaches the pair of fins, the two magnetic fields attract, causing a force along the track. As the magnet passes each pair of fins, the two magnetic fields repel, causing the train to continue accelerating down the track. The alternating magnetic field requires a complex control system, as it must be monitored accurately and precisely. Unlike LAMs, LSMs can also be used as a brake, as the process can be reversed. Out of the two technologies, LAMs are the cheaper option. They are a lot less efficient, but do not require a complex control system like LSMs. However, LAM technology has slowly phased out over the last decade. Only a small number of new roller coasters utilize linear induction motors, as many manufacturers opt for the more effective LSM technology. Another type of launch is hydraulic. Hydronic launches provide powerful yet smooth acceleration to the train. Unlike many other methods, these launches provide a constant acceleration, allowing for large top speeds to be reached. As a result, the world's fastest roller coaster, Formula Rossa, uses this launch method. Hydraulic launches were pioneered by the Swiss company Intamin. Most rides featuring this launch style are made by the company, including that of Accelerator, Top Thrill Dragster, and Stealth. Located at the end of the launch straight is a hydraulic motor. A large winch drum can be found attached to this motor. At the other end of the track is a catch car, which connects to the train. A cable runs between the two elements, joining the catch car to the winch drum. Upon launching, the drum rewinds the cable, pulling the train down the track. The hydraulic motor is made up of several accumulators. Each accumulator contains two compartments, which are separated by a piston. On one side, hydraulic fluid is pumped in. This compresses the other side, which is filled with nitrogen gas. A large pressure is generated by the compressed nitrogen gas. As the train launches, valves of the motor are opened, allowing for the fluid to be pressed by the high pressure through the hydraulic motor. In turn, this causes the winch to rotate, pulling the cable, catch car, and train. Hydraulic launches are efficient and have a relatively low power consumption, less than that of large chain lifts. However, they can be somewhat unreliable. Roller coasters featuring hydraulic launches are known for large amounts of downtime and unstable behaviour. As a result, the technology is being used less in modern day coasters. Another method similar to hydraulic launches are pneumatic launches. Pneumatic launches can primarily be found on S&S attractions. The launch uses compressed air to propel the trains down the track. Dodonpa, located at Fuji-Q Highland, utilises this technology and currently holds the record for the fastest acceleration on any roller coaster. Friction wheel launches are another form of launch technology. The launch consists of pairs of horizontal tyres which spin in opposite directions. As with other launches, metal fins can be found underneath the train. As the fins come into contact with the tyres, the train is propelled forwards. An example of this method can be found on the Incredible Hulk coaster located at Universal's Islands of Adventure. As stated earlier, older technology has been pushed out by new, more efficient variations. Flywheel and Catapult launches were common in the 70s and 80s, but are no longer used today. Flywheel launches consist of a flywheel which is spun at very high speeds. The wheel is then connected to a cable which quickly pulls the train forwards. Catapult launches, on the other hand, involve large weights being dropped from a height. The large weight is again connected to a cable, meaning as the weight falls, the train is launched forwards. Overall, launches are generally seen as a more exciting start to roller coasters. They are usually less reliable and require more maintenance than the standard lift hills. However, they often demand a smaller amount of space compared with conventional chain lifts and allow for many parks with height regulations to create fast, thrilling coasters. Which launch method, if any, do you prefer?